we start now. So I'm very strict person. We are punctual all the time. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another Aviation Women panel. It's the 45th since our start of the journey, 8th of July 2020. I will never forget this date. It's easy for me to keep in mind because 1990 Germany became world champion in Italy. Today I have a fantastic guest speaker from Germany, Dr. Verena Siegler, a former judge and now empowering women. And I like very much your tagline. You don't have to dress as a man to be successful. I saw already these slides. It will be amazing. Verena prefers to have her talk initially and question and answers at the end of the session. So all of you can, of course, already post your questions, but later on I will call you in and please ask them verbally. We want to have a live discussion at the end. Stage is yours, Verena. You are sharing from your end, please.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm really thrilled to be here with you today, and I'm very grateful for your time because we all know time is our most valuable thing we have. So please, at first, applaud yourself that you use your free time for your education and your personal growth. I mean, that's really something. So thank you, guys. And also, before we start, I don't know if that's if that's a thing with you, but I really want to know you guys a bit better. So maybe you can type in the chat your name and your current destination and maybe your job title so that I can refer to you better. So I hope I can see the chat.
Are you using the app or you have the browser front end?
No, I do have the app.
Then you should see it.
Ah, yeah, I see you typing.
Where are you based, Verena? In Frankfurt?
No, right now in Heidelberg.
Ah, Heidelberg.
Yes, wonderful city, very beautiful. We used to live in Frankfurt.
Usually nobody wants to be buried in Frankfurt. There's only a runway and some banking buildings,
yeah.
isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we won't go back there. So nice. So we have you, Daniel, from Berlin, and we do have Iona from the UK. Nice.
But we also have Priyadashini and we have Katja. So hopefully they are also adding their locations.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm in Portugal, Lisbon.
Oh, nice. I love that. I've been there once. Yes. You can be very grateful.
Yes, I am.
And Priyadashini, where are you based?
Me? Lisbon.
No. Priyadashini is based in India, but India is large. Which city?
I'm working from Trivandrum.
Trivandrum. Or Tiruvananthapuram.
Yes, you are right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can also speak a little bit Malayalam. Ente pere Daniel.
That's wonderful.
You are always good for a surprise, aren't you? Wow.
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm so happy that you are here. And today I want to talk about a topic that resonates deeply with me. And I believe, or I hope, that it resonates with you as well. The topic is you don't have to dress like a man to be successful. And I also provided a little presentation. Daniel told you. So just let me share my screen with you guys. Just a few secs. So I need to... I think... Can I do that if I'm not the host?
You just make screen sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Can you guys see my presentation?
Yes.
Perfect. So,
Yes.
and as Daniel told you, I will have my presentation, and then we have a lot of time for the Q&A session. And I'm thrilled to answer all your questions, so don't worry, we will have time for that. So let's get started, and let me introduce myself to you. And yeah, that's me, or at least that was me. My name is Verena, and I used to be a judge in a very conservative environment. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, my journey has been quite an adventure, and to be honest, quite a roller coaster as well. I'm so excited to share my story today with you, and I do hope that it will inspire you to stay true to yourself, to build your career on your own terms, and especially in your own looks, because that's so important. That's why I'm here today. Why is it so important for me, this topic? Let me tell you, deep down in my heart, I'm a fashion designer, or at least a fashionista. And to be completely honest with you, I've been that all my life. But I wasn't taken seriously by my environment. My parents said, oh, come on, you and your giggly thoughts and your dreams, just be real, just be realistic. So guess what I did? I studied law. I mean, fashion design and law are quite similar. Yeah, obviously not. But I'm very persistent, and I finished law school. I even got my PhD. And then I started my career as a judge in the legal world. And at the beginning, I was directly told to be taken seriously, I had to blend in. I was told I needed to look like everyone else, dress in muted colors, and embody the traditional image of authority. Woo. I mean, I faced a lot of pressure, to be honest, to conform to all the norms, and I didn't like them. I was told directly and indirectly that dressing more like a man, meaning wearing dark suits and muted colors, would take me to be seen more credible, more capable even. And I also was told colorful nails, like my red nails today, are not suitable for my position. And guys, we don't even want to talk about striking lipstick colors. I have pink lips today. Yeah, I couldn't do that at court. And I have a fun story, but it's not that fun at all when you reflect it. A female colleague of mine was even told to dye her hair because she was blonde. Yeah, you heard right. Because, I mean, you know, blonde women can't be taken seriously. So, of course, yeah, go dye your hair. I'm not kidding. That seriously happened back in my legal days. Let's talk about social pressure here, right? And for a while, I tried to play the game, to fit in, thinking it was the key to my success. And trust me, I really wanted to succeed. I wanted to be very successful in my legal career. I wore suits, skirt suits in colors like black, blue, beige, and gray, just to blend in. Trust me, I took that very serious and blended in perfectly. But I mean, as time went on, I realized I wasn't being true to myself. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like me at all. And at one point, I hated it. I hated my dressing. I hated myself. I hated myself in that boring clothes. And do you want to know why? As you can see, I'm a very outspoken, I'm a loud person, and even sometimes very giggly. I love to have fun in my life. I'm an extrovert, obviously. And my style didn't reflect this at all. It felt like a peacock disguised as a gray mouse. So unreal. And the worst part was that my outer appearance at some point influenced my inner being. At one point in my career, I got quieter and quieter. I really became this gray mouse. And it feels so weird because it wasn't me. It was a different person. And to be honest, when I look at some of my girlfriends and female colleagues, I must admit that this is not a rare phenomenon. I see this happening all the time. We forget who we really are. And maybe you also feel a discomfort in your stomach right now because you hear my story. Maybe you can even identify yourself with my story because you have been a very happy and giggly kid. And now you are this serious businesswoman and you have to fit in and you have to dress like a man just to be seen, confident or competent. And I hope that my story, as I continue, allows you to reflect more on what you really want and who you really are. But I guess maybe there is also another thought right now, and you may think like, how on earth could she be thinking that wearing colorful clothes and lipstick is in any way appropriate to my conservative job? And how could that even solve my problems? Just be patient. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. But let's continue with my story first. Over time in my legal career, I realized that the real key to success wasn't about how I dressed or how I looked. It was more about being true to myself, who I was, who I really was. And so I started to embrace my own style, wearing colors and patterns that made me feel confident and powerful. And you know what? My confidence actually grew, and so did my success. I finally was recognized by my colleagues and even my boss. And not only for my appearance, but for my achievements at work. And that is what counts, right? It was like I was finally noticed. My existence was noticed. So bye-bye gray mouse syndrome. And that is what you can see now. You can see me in a pink power suit. And if you think right now, this is the happy end, and so she lived happily ever after, I must disappoint you. Because
but sorry, it's even belly free, isn't it? Because I remember there was a comment on the belly free costume in LinkedIn. Yeah? So yes. It's not just the costume.
No, it is belly free. And to be honest, I didn't wear that at court, but it's now kind of my uniform because now I'm self-employed, so it's fine. I wouldn't wear belly free in a work environment, for sure. Yes. So this is not the happy end because despite my achievements as a judge, something inside me was calling for a change. And I had found the answer to who I really was. And with this knowledge, I couldn't stay with my legal career. It felt like a cage. My whole life didn't feel right anymore. So I decided to end my legal career and to become a color and style coach. Yeah. So that is why I can sit now in front of you and talk to you. I mean, you can imagine how my environment reacted. My parents, they were freaked out. They completely lost their mind. They said, how can you do that? I mean, you have such a safe job and you end it just like this. And I said, yes, because you know what? I just want to be happy. They were so angry and they were so afraid that I end up on the streets with an empty fridge. But guess what? After 1 year self-employment, I'm still alive, as you can see. And I'm still living in my apartment. I have enough food. So no worries. Please refrain from donating. I'm fine.
So I could now ask, you have more belly than before because you have enough in the fridge?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. Today, my life is better than I ever imagined. Today, I'm the personal branding expert and color and style coach. I help women to dress for success. And my goal is really, and it's not just a saying, my goal is to embrace the true colors of my customers, of the women I work with, and to help them to find their personal style. It has truly been an incredible journey for me as well, and also for my customers. I want to give them the same experience I had. I'm very passionate, as you can maybe see right now, and I want to change the work environment. I want to change the world, that it is more, it's nicer to women, that we can be ourselves and not to have to act like we are someone else. But now enough of me. I'm here today because I want to show you my secrets to success. I deeply believe in power dressing, but not in a way you might think right now. Before we go deeper into the topic, I want to have a look at some very successful and powerful women, and especially how they dress. Let me show them to you. All right. Who do we have here? In the first picture on your left side, you can see the former First Lady of the US, Michelle Obama. I think you all know her. And look what she's wearing. She's wearing an ultraviolet power suit. As you can see, it suits her perfectly. And she doesn't look conservative or boring at all. But guess what? I hear most from my, or what I hear most from my customers who work with me and who work with big companies like you do. Oh, I can wear colors. No, I wouldn't be taken seriously. My colleagues would make fun of me and I would be embarrassed. And let me ask you, do you really think that people would talk about Michelle Obama like that? No, I don't think so. And now you're going to say, yeah, but I'm not the First Lady. Okay, I take that in consideration. But let's have a look to the other women on the presentation. Right next to the First Lady, you can see Tijen Onaran. I don't know if you heard of her. She's a famous German and entrepreneur, and who is known for her diversity topics. And she also used to be in politics in her early years. And guess what? She has an immigration background and she started from nothing. And you can see her here in her red power suit. And I think some might call her t-shirt choice kind of unconventional. But guess what? She is very successful and she is true to herself. Because she's a very outgoing, outspoken person, and she lets her clothes reflect that. There is no disguising. She just shows her personality through her clothes, which I found wonderful. She stopped disguising herself, and that's true empowerment. And on a third picture, you can actually see a good friend of mine, because I wanted to put some real person in the sheet. She's a German real estate agent and she lives in Palma de Mallorca, and she's very, very successful. And you can see she dresses very female, yet very empowering. You can see her on the picture in her usual business clothes with a pencil skirt in a very powerful color. And she loves to play with colorful clothes, with feminine clothes. And I can tell you, she worked her ass off and built a strong personal brand. And now she is known for her for her good work and also for her choice of clothing. One of her secrets is indeed her style. She refused to wear the ordinary real estate uniform. And do you know what this is? I guess you also have this uniform. Daniel, maybe you are wearing this uniform quite a lot.
Real estate uniform?
Every real estate agent has a blue suit. Because yes, because blue is a very trustful color and you want to seem trustful, so you wear blue.
Every day I have a blue suit and blue shorts. My wife always said, "You are boring. It's always the same, but it's easy. You don't have to think about what to wear."
Yeah, maybe we can talk after the call. And last but not least, on the left side, you can see on the remaining photo also an American politician. I don't know if you know her, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And wow, look at her statement lips in red. She is known for those lips. And here's my question again. Would you deny her competence because of her lip color? No. I seriously don't think so, exactly. But my guess is that if I'd shown you just the outfits and told you, yeah, you can wear red lipstick in your work environment, you would have reacted like, OMG, I couldn't. I wouldn't look professional at all. I wouldn't be taken seriously by my coworkers. I could forget my promotion, etc., etc. But as you can see here, your clothing and your lipstick, your nail color has nothing to do with your competence. In fact, the opposite is the case. And that's what I'm going to show you. So then I have here the secrets of success for you. How can we succeed in our work environment? First of all, what do all those women we have seen in common? They really know who they are. They know their personalities, they know their superpowers, they know their uniqueness, and especially they know what they stand for. And unfortunately, most of us don't. Quite a lot of us think that we are ordinary, not special enough, not special at all. But guess what? Every one of us is unique and we all have something to contribute to this world. Maybe you haven't found it yet, but I assure you, even you are unique and you have a wonderful contribution to make to this world. And second, those women dress accordingly to their knowledge of themselves. They show their unique personality through their clothes. They know which colors and style suit them perfectly. And most important of all, they know their worth. They are not afraid of the opinions of others. They are very self-confident because they know what they bring to the table. And they don't allow others to make them small. No one can judge them but themselves. So just keep that in mind. And all of this various components, let them feel confident, let them feel powerful and successful. And if you feel those feelings, they become your reality as time passes. And guess what? Confident people are more likely to succeed in life and also, or especially in their jobs. So our primary goal here should be to gain more self-confidence, because this is one of the most powerful success factors. But that's obviously not all. The other very important pillar of success is visibility, because when nobody knows who you are and what your competences are, nobody is going to hire or to promote you. You have to show them. You have to show them that you have it in you, that you are leadership material, that you have all that it takes. Be present, be at the gathering, be at the business lunch, be at all the parties, be at the business, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving party, or all the birthdays. Just be there. Show yourself to the world and show them who you really are. And last but not least, you need perseverance to be successful, because there is no overnight success. I mean, I wish there was, but I have to disappoint you, there isn't. But when you are persistent and work for your goals and go out for your dreams, they eventually became true. The one sure thing to failure is just to give up, that's for sure. So keep on going. You will achieve your goals. So today I want to share some key insights that help me and so many of my customers to gain their goals. And I really do hope that these insights will help you for your journey as well. First, let's get started with your personality. Let's embrace your authentic self. Let them see who you really are, because your uniqueness is your greatest asset. Don't be afraid to show who you are. When you embrace that, you radiate confidence, and you have a different kind of energy flowing around you. And everybody can feel that. Whether it's your style, your perspective, or your approach to work, let your true self shine. Please don't be afraid to express your personal style. Use those colors that bring you joy and happiness. Wear that lipstick, wear that nail color. It's fine, it's okay. And whether it's a bold statement piece or a subtle touch of color, let your true self shine through. And here on this sheet, you have some questions that can help you to reflect who you really are. My advice to you is to use these questions and really sit down for an hour, have a notebook, have a pencil, and then ask and answer them in writing. Who are you? What is your story? What makes you unique? What is your purpose in life? What are your goals? And you also know what a fun game would be. And I would highly recommend that to you. Ask your environment these questions and note the answers in your notebook. Please do that, because we are our worst critic. Others see how we really are. They see our superpowers. And we are all the time like, no, that wasn't a big deal. No. Ask others, and you can see how gorgeous you are. And my favorite question on that sheet is, which sense of life do you convey? I usually ask people after they have spent time with me what sense of life I did convey, how they feel after spending time with me. And they always say, oh my gosh, I feel so motivated. I feel so inspired. I feel so energized. And I love that. So I wrote that down because I also have a list about my personality. And when you have figured out your personality, then you can create your unique style. Let's find your unique style. And with unique style, I mean a style which reflects your personality perfectly, which says hello before you enter the room and everybody knows who you are. Your clothing can be very powerful. It can be a powerful tool for empowerment. Choose outfits that make you feel confident and ready to take on the world. Let your style inspire you to be the best version of yourself every day. And here are some questions which can help you to find your own style. What makes you as a person unique? Do you have some physical features which are typical for you? What is your color? What is your style? And maybe you have a symbol closely associated with your personality. What is it? Just reflect on that questions and also write them down. And now I also want to show you the impacts of colors. I told you, you don't have to dress in blue, gray, black, in that, non-colors. Be bold. Try wearing colors at your work environment. And if you think, no, I'm not persuaded yet, then I will show you the impact of color. You can see here our wonderful Jennifer Lopez. She is the most beautiful woman. And on the right side, she wears beautiful makeup in fitting colors. You can see the dark colors around her eyes because she is a person of color. And she has to wear strong colors so that it fits her appearance. And on the left side, you can see her wearing, I don't know, a light blue around her eyes. I mean, come on, what went wrong with the stylist? Was she or he on drugs? It's obvious that that's not the fitting color for her. So be aware of the colors you wear, because they have indeed a great impact on your appearance. And then I have Heidi Klum, a German supermodel. And here you also can see the impact of colors, because in the middle she wears perfect clothes in perfect colors. It's so soft, it suits her perfectly. And on the right she has a yellow dress which is too warm for her because she has a cold undertone in her skin. And on the left, it's just too dark for her light skin. So it doesn't look that good like it does in the middle of the picture. And our style is not only about colors, it's also about our style identity. We have here different style identities, and I will go through them very fast because I see time is going by very fast. And we want to have enough time for the Q&A session. So you have here the natural style identity. And these women don't like to wear heels. They prefer sneakers. They like it casual, and they don't want to put too much effort in their appearance. Then you have the romantic style identity. These women like skirts and dresses. They love satin, lace fabrics, ruffles, bows, and they also love to braid their hair and curl it. It's a very, very feminine style. And on the next sheet, you can see the modern chic type. Those women love to dress up. They are always up to date and want to look chic and modern, as the name tells you. They are real fashionistas. And now, wait, this next type will probably feel very familiar to you. You can find the classy type mostly in the corporate world, in law firms, in finance sectors, and other mostly conservative industries. And if you have a formal dress code at work, don't be afraid to show some colors. There are so beautiful suits and pencil skirt suits, which are very feminine and colorful and yet powerful. So you don't have to look like a man. Seriously, you don't. Then you have the boyish style identity. Those women don't like their clothes too tight. They like it oversized and casual, and the clothes should be comfortable while wearing them. And last but not least, you have the dramatic type of women. They really love their style. They want to show up and they want that all eyes. It's like an all eyes on me statement. And I have a little present for you. I will. After I finish my presentation, I give you my Calendly link, and you can make an appointment for your free style consultation. So we can find out your style. And guys, it's really free. It's just a present for you. I want to help you. I want to help you find your own style. So don't hesitate and contact me. And I'm very thrilled to help you find your style identity.
Is this a present for all ladies beyond flying in the group, or for everybody who is here in the session? There's a difference between 7 and 1,160. So
then all in this session?
No, of course not. So that's why we have 7 in the session, 1,160 in the group. So I would limit it to the ladies in the session.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay. And now we come to our last pillar of success, your visibility, and how to get more attention, how to become visible in your work environment, and how to get noticed by your colleagues, by your boss, that you are the person who gets the promotion the next time. Okay, let's talk some strategies. First of all, being true to yourself is the most important thing for success. People feel if you are being authentic or if you try to be someone else, or in the worst case, try to imitate a person. That's not going to work. Just be yourself. And when you have figured out that part, you know who you are, you know your style, you know how you can reflect your personality through your clothing, then the only question that remains is, how can I make me recognized? Even recognized as leadership material? And the answer is quite simple. Just show up. Just be present to most of the work-related events. I mean, when you look at your most successful co-workers, what do they all have in common? And I guess they all know how to network. This is such an important skill to learn. And guess what? The more events you attend, the better you get. So just show up. And even social media nowadays is a good opportunity to get more visibility, to build your personal brand. And even as an employee, you need to create your own brand. I hope you all you guys have a LinkedIn profile. I mean, I guess so. And the question is, do you use it wisely? Do you have a topic which resonates deeply with you? Do you have a message for the world? And have you ever shared that on LinkedIn? Make yourself a name with a certain topic and go out with it. So you will be recognized in the future. I guarantee you that. It's so easy nowadays to build a personal brand on social media. I mean, 20 years ago, there was not such a chance, and now you have it. So take it. And LinkedIn has so much more to offer than just putting your CV out there. You can build your brand, and that will make you visible. And visibility, as we have learned today, is one of the success pillars. And if you are a woman in a male-dominated space, then use your voice. We must uplift one another. We need to share our experience. We need to celebrate ourselves. We need to celebrate our successes and the successes of other women and offer support when needed. And we all can do that on social media. Let's connect and grow together. Let's get out of comfort zone together, because that's what life is all about. And as I reflect on my journey from the judge's bench to now becoming a color and style consultant or coach, I'm so grateful for all the challenges and lessons that made me that person that I am today. It shaped me, and I want you to know that you too have the power to create the life and career you desire. And ladies, thank you. And Daniel, thank you so much for being here with me today. I also have my social media details here. So I would be honored if we connect on Instagram or LinkedIn. My Instagram profile is Dr. Verena Siegler. Or I have also a company Instagram account at Siegler Consulting, and you also can find me on LinkedIn under my name. And yeah, let's connect, guys. And here are some more contact details. If you want to get in contact with me, if you want a consultation, just ask and don't hesitate. And at the end, I just have one thing for you to say, just one more thing, and that's the most important. Just be yourself, guys.
Thank you very much, Verena. I loved it, because I think
you
addressed exactly, I have my own conclusion why we have some glass ceilings and why we have, especially in male-dominated industries, the challenges for women. And one of the topic we identified earlier in Ladies Beyond Flying Panels is networking. So women are very bad in networking. And interestingly, being a mentor of women in aviation logistics, I was asking one of my mentees to ask the following question, because I think this is always the challenge for women for networking. You are on an industry event. It's, let's say, 6 o'clock in the evening. The event is about to close, and one of the male attendees is asking you, hey, do we go for dinner?
Yeah.
And now in the mind of the ladies, a lot of things go on and so on. And I would say 95%, 99% of the women will say, oh, no, not possible. I have already an appointment, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Whereas if a guy is asking me, okay, let's go for dinner. Yeah. And then we sit at the bar, we network, we know each other. Okay, you go for dinner, then let's go for the bar. It becomes even more critical. So do you have a recommendation? What is maybe a tool set in such a situation, which I believe is very common and is potentially hindering a lot of women to network with an industry colleague who has no other ideas in mind? He just want to have dinner and a conversation with an industry colleague.
I know. And I mean, we all know that those connections you gain during dinner, during a bar visit, those are the connections which help you to get further with your career. And so it's, in my opinion, it's critical that women also attend these after work events. And my suggestion is that, first of all, get your things in order. So don't have a following appointment. Just talk to your partner if you have children, if he can watch the children, and that you are not able to cook dinner, so that you have a free mind and that you can really go into the situation and to be present, because we all see those people who are not present and who are at their home, at their families, at dinner cooking, at children. So no one wants to connect with them. It's I'm just honest here. And then I also have the feeling that women sometimes struggle with the length of the event. I know that from myself because my husband is very enduring. So when we go out, he stays till 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm dead by then. So maybe you can, I don't know, maybe you can rest before the event so that you have power to attend the dinner and even go to the bar with the other colleagues. And I mean, I think that are these suggestions which can help. And it is often it's a bigger group, I think. So you don't have often the thing that you only have to go with one male colleague, because this could be sometimes a bit weird, awkward. But mostly you have bigger groups, and they go to dinner, they go to the bar, and so just go with it. If you really want to be one of them, if you really want to make a career, I think that's the way to go.
I think this is another good point. The speculation of other people seeing a male and a female colleague going for dinner, and a lot is put into it. So, and I remember the post on LinkedIn you made about your clothing and so on, and you got a lot of complaints from female readers of the post. So what is also your assessment while talking with so many clients or people around the world? Is it more that women are criticizing you and other women who are wearing what they want to wear? Is it this competition amongst women? And from the other perspective, are you getting more positive feedback from men, which is exactly increasing the jealousy level from all the women who are not daring to follow the same?
Let me answer that. I don't think that it is a topic of female or male. It's just a topic of how happy those people are. And most of the people I see, they are desperate, they are unhappy, they don't like their lives, they don't like their jobs, and so they look for things to criticize so that they can put their focus away from themselves. So I think that's more the point. But yeah, when I reflect my days at the court, it were mostly the women who confronted with me and who criticized me. But every one of them was not satisfied with their life.
And because being authentic, being yourself, follow your wishes and desires, it's very important. And on the other hand, people are held back from something which has been put into them primarily from parents, the surroundings, and so on. So is this also your assessment that many of the stopping factors lay in the education and in the parenthood, and that it's very important to break out from this in order to free and to evolve?
Yes, totally. Because we all have a uniqueness when we get born. We have a sense of who we are. I mean, look at children. They give a fuck about others, talking about them, laughing about them. They just, yeah, they are just themselves. They go on a stage while others are performing there. They don't give a fuck, and that's a nice thing. And then as we grow, we go to school. Our parents tell us the world is hard. You have to be very successful. So you need to work hard in order to gain success. And all those come those, yeah, I would say we become those people who are in a cage. And the cage was built through our environment, through our parents, our teachers. And now is the time to realize that and to start getting out of the cage. I often say to my clients, it's like an onion. And in the middle of the onion, you have your true self, and then all the layers are your belief system, and it's mostly a limiting belief system. And your task now as an adult is to peel off those, how do you say, layers.
But the problem is, once you start peeling off an onion, you start to cry, yeah?
Yes. It is like that. But growth hurts, but it's good.
But you were showing Heidi Klum, and in the past I was watching this also with my wife many years back, and I think the best episode was always this general makeover, when they were really cutting hairs or putting new colors to the models, and suddenly completely different personalities, but exactly you could then feel how they were really being empowered and different persons. So, and that was really eye-opening. And you're right. I think it's important, and it's very glad that you are offering to the attendees from the session this consultancy. So I encourage you to take this opportunity and make use of it. And I would like to see pictures before, after. That would be something I would like to see in Ladies Beyond Flying.
Yes, I'm so happy to help. So guys, just make an appointment and we talk.
Any further questions from the audience?
I guess I just want to say thank you, Verena. This is really insightful and empowering. And I think I could see myself in what you were saying, having lived in the Middle East for so long and moving to Europe. I feel different now. I think you can still find your voice and be strong as a woman in the Middle East. I'm not saying that you cannot, but it's not as easy as it is in Europe. So
Sure.
Yeah, I feel much better where I am. I'm back to being blonde, which I love it. I don't care what people think, to be honest. It's me. When I look in the mirror, I'm happy. And I think that's really important that we do this. And thank you for the opportunity to have an appointment with you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Katja, any comment from your side? Or you switched on your camera?
No, just to thank Verena. It was really interesting to listen to you talking, because I think all of us as a woman, we go through some small processes or sometimes really big. And here and there, I recognize some of the things that you mentioned.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, you're so welcome.
Thank you very much. I think it was a fantastic. Yes.
Just one thing, can I make a picture of you guys so that I can share it on social media?
Of course,
Yes.
We will publish the recording, and but this is not nice picture because we have the camera in front of your face. It's better to make a screenshot. So everybody is waving. I make a screenshot. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
I will send you the screenshot.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your time, and have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, and we can look forward to the upcoming the 46th Aviation Women Panel, which is on June 4th with Ekaterina Andreeva. She is working at Chapman Freeborn Air Chartering, and she's talking about air cargo charters, challenges and opportunities. And if you have an industry colleague who is smart, upbeat, positive, and enthusiastic, kindly share the word about Ladies Beyond Flying, because one day I want to have 2,000 community members, and all these 2,000 community members should become a client of Verena, of course.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody stay healthy and safe, please.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.